Celebrity owner?
Huh?
Celebrity owner?
A lot of things. A lot of scratches, a lot of... Oh, this is not our stuff.
How about that? Is that your stuff?
No.
Yeah?
Oh, there's two bags in there. That's not
Wilhelm.
ours.
Ah, that's not our stuff.
Oh my God, we better get this car
See, that's
checked.
what
I want nothing to do with this car right now.
No, this is
I just thought they got themselves a new car.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they'll just
yeah,
put their stuff in
absolutely.
it.
No, but
You know,
I
I
talked
was,
to her in the morning.
where was he planning to...
Dang it, freaking macro.
Is this not yours?
No.
It was barely within 2 miles of us. So we actually drove, took our our navigation helped us to the car. And then we saw the car was inside a gated parking garage. And we could see from outside that there were 2 people in the car, drove it, stopped somewhere, whether they were loading or unloading in the trunk, and then they took off from there. And then we didn't know. See, this is the app I have, which is really, really cool. So here, I just go into it. What happened here? And it'll show me exactly where my car is. See, it shows me at what miles it stopped right now. And then it'll show me the location where it is. And what speed it's going when it's driving. And I can actually stop the car from my phone if I wanted to. But the car, we were at a friend's house for dinner, and we just, after dinner, we were trying to get back in the car and go home, and realized the car was missing. And of course we panicked, not thinking what to do. We remembered the app. I said, let's figure out, if the app can tell us where the car is. Sure enough, it showed us that the car was within half a mile from where we were. So we don't know what time the car was taken, but my friend took us in her car to locate the car. And in the meantime, we called the cops.
Smart.
So we actually followed the navigation. It took us showed us where the car in the area was, but we couldn't spot the car. And it did show that it wasn't moving at the point. And while my friend and I were sitting in the car, we saw the Tesla drive into a gated parking garage. And we're like, oh my God, that has to be our car. I mean, how often would that be that just right when our car is missing, that car drives in? There were 2 guys in there. We couldn't see much of it, but we were able to locate. What happened was when we were looking at the car inside, because we couldn't go inside the gated garage, they were loading, unloading, because we could see from the distance, and then from the back of the parking garage or something, they kind of left. And then we didn't know where the car went. By then, the cops had kind of came, and they just drove by, and they said, we've located your car, you stay, we'll be back. But then we said, well, we have the navigation, let's find out where the car is. The car was actually running at 100 miles an hour. So we figured that the car was being chased by the cops, but we didn't know. So we followed the navigation again. We came to this point, and we saw that the car is here, all the cops are here, the helicopter is here. Oh my God. So the navigation definitely did an amazing job. That was really... And the thing is that, like I said, that we can actually stop the car from my phone, but the car cannot be running. Correct. In order for me to actually lock the car. So...
What is your name?
Shahin.
Can you spell it for me?
Shahin.
And your last name?
Pirani. Pirani.
How long have you owned the car?
About a little less than a year. About a year.
Do you love it?
I love it. After this, I'm not going to get any other car for sure. Yeah, I love it. I love my car. I'm glad I found it. Yeah.
Lieutenant Paul Connelly, C-O-N-N-E-L-L-Y.
How'd you guys first get the call?
Well, this evening at about 11 o'clock, a citizen from the La Jolla area had called and reported that their vehicle was stolen, and the vehicle was a white Tesla.
And how'd you guys spot it?
Well, officers were responding to the location to take a stolen vehicle report. The citizens began to track their vehicle using a GPS-based cell phone application, and they were able to track the vehicle to an apartment complex nearby. The citizens told the dispatcher what the location was. The helicopter flew in that direction, as well as several police officers. The citizens drove to the actual location and were able to see their vehicle parked in an underground parking garage, but they weren't able to get to it because there was a gate there. Shortly thereafter, they reported that their application that they were using on their cell phone showed the vehicle moving again. The helicopter arrived on scene and picked up the vehicle leaving the opposite side of the apartment complex and directed officers into the vehicle's location.
When the officers first spotted, I believe I heard it was 96 miles an hour was the first. As soon as, while they were still trying to get up to it, was already at high speed?
Correct. The vehicle did reach speeds of the mid-90s prior to officers actually initiating a traffic stop and during the actual vehicle pursuit.
And what caused them to pull over here, do you think, or what possibly led them?
Well, there was a pursuit that was in the La Jolla area and then eventually went southbound I-5. Right before it got on the freeway, we were able to deploy spike strips and flatten a couple of the tires. The vehicle continued southbound Interstate 5, took the Balboa Garnett exit. We were able to deploy a second set of spike strips, got the other tires. The vehicle eventually came to a stop here at Damon Street and West Mission Bay.
And how did the takedown of the passenger and driver go, and any complications on that?
Well, when the vehicle stopped, the passenger immediately jumped out of the vehicle, jumped over the guard railing down about 20 feet into a riverbed. The driver came out the passenger side vehicle and attempted to run, but officers were able to take him into custody pretty quick.
And a couple of police cars got flat tires too by the spikes?
Yes, we did get a couple flat tires as a result of the pursuit.